Hello all, welcome to my video. In this particular video, I am actually going to share my experiential insights in terms of what other capabilities someone need to possess to actually go up to the CXO level, typically in a IT organization. Okay, so the context of this particular video will be, for example, right? Because if you take my background, I am from a agile coaching and an agile transformation, digital transformation and a strategic transformation kind of a background. So this particular video will be more suitable to those who are actually agile aspirants, but they have the career aspiration to climb up the corporate ladder. Okay, so having been said this, so with this particular context, I am actually going to get into the crux of this particular video. Okay, so so let's do one thing. Let me go ahead and then share my own LinkedIn article, what I have written pertaining to this. From there, we will actually gear up inside the video. 1 minute. Okay. Okay, considering that you are able to see my LinkedIn article, this particular article has been titled as "Why Agile Alone Won't Make You a CXO for Sure," and if so, what other capabilities or competencies are needed? Okay, so when I say CXO, right, it could be CEO, CTO, CIO, CFO, kind of a leadership role or a C-suite kind of a role, what we actually typically call. Okay, now why am I making this particular video and then trying to upload it on a YouTube channel pertaining to Agile is because I actually come from a typical Agile coaching, Agile consulting, Agile project management, program management, delivery management, product management. Basically the intent of this particular video is to help those people who are actually fundamentally agile coaches, and they now actually wanted to gear up to the leadership level or to climb up the corporate ladder. Okay, so I have given some top 5 to 6 points. Okay, if okay, whatever I felt as from a pragmatic approach. Of course, if you try to Google or if you watch any other YouTube video, or if you ask the same question to some other coach or a mentor, probably he or she may give you a different kind of a capabilities. However, from my real time experiential perspective, I have given top a kind of 5 capabilities without which it is very difficult for anyone who is working at a platform of a scrum master or an RTE or an agile coach or a digital transformation consultant, or even for a project manager, program manager, product manager, to climb up the corporate ladder and to become a C-suite level executive. Okay, this is the big the context of the video, because setting the context of the video is of a paramount importance before we get into the crux of the video. Okay, now the first point which actually came to my mind is one need to have a business acumen. Okay, one need to have a business acumen and a kind of a strategic thinking, right? For say, for example, the profitability, you need to know the revenue margins or the revenue streams of the business operating model. What is the go to market strategy? How does your company is been positioned in tune with the relevance of the market, and who are all the top competitors for you? Be it a service company or be it a product company, all companies have their own set of competitors. Okay, whether we actually like it or not. So one of the very very key important or salient capability that one need to develop is you should be having the ability to read the financial reports. Okay, so if you are coming from an engineering background, right, you would not have that chance to look into a balance sheet, understand what is assets versus liabilities, all those particular t- terms. So you may need to start looking into your own company's annual report and then try to understand, okay, what are these particular numbers, okay, at least on a high level. And then you may need to start participating in some of the meetings like a QBR, EBR, ERR. QBR means a quarterly business review. EBR means executive business review. EER means enterprise like enterprise risk review meetings. Okay, so by the way, it should be ERR. Let me edit it right away in front of you. One sec. Edit article. It should be ERR, enterprise risk review, which I have given it ERR. 1 minute. Quarterly executive business review. ERR. ERR meetings. Okay. Now, okay, good. Okay, so now why am I saying this particular thing? See, now you people need to think practically. What does company actually wanted to do, right? All the companies wanted to make a revenue out of the business, right? So they are more interested in building the revenue margin, increasing the EBIT, increasing the CAGR, something like a compounded annual growth rate, whatever positive terms, whatever we try to think through from a financial uh, the financial landscape. All the companies wanted to improve those numbers, right? So you at least one need to know, okay, these are all the numbers based on which the KRAs and KPIs of the CXO level person will be measured. If we don't even know that, then probably then how we can get to that particular level, right? So it is actually something like this, right? It is not that one go to the level and start possessing those particular capabilities. Absolutely no. One need to start building those capabilities right now, and over a period of time those capabilities will alone take you to that particular level. Okay, so just to stay focused from my end, of course, having a strategic thinking and understanding the business acumen, okay, of your own company, and how, what kind of quarterly reports is been published for your company. Those knowledge is of a paramount importance for you to start thinking from a CXO level kind of a person. Okay, so I have put over here I have given some samples only, right? A Harvard business review and all, but whatever you feel as relevant, you may need to do your own homework. Okay, I can give only pointers here. If you take myself, I have done my executive MBA in a Great Lakes Institute of Management, Chennai, and I also completed advanced strategic management program from Indian Institute of Management, IIM Kozhikode. So you need to do the homework to understand, okay, from whom I can learn certain things, what could be the directions for me to get that particular business acumen. Start reading the financial reports of the company, start watching the YouTube videos of people who are already CEOs, CTOs, CIOs, CXOs in different companies. That will at least give us the thinking pattern in terms of the direction to head, no, in terms of the direction to head towards. Okay, now having been said this, the second capability what I thought to do is digital and technology leadership. Okay, your artificial intelligence, your cloud computing, your cyber security. Okay, now let me do one thing. I'll just stop sharing my screen. Once again I will share the screen. Okay, okay, now the second thing what I actually mentioned there, the second thing what I actually mentioned is your digital transformation or your strategic transformation. Many people think that agile transformation is actually digital transformation. Absolutely no. Agile is actually one small cake to the entire, no, it's like a small piece of the puzzle. You have lot of capabilities which you need to acquire apart from knowing your agile frameworks and all those your principles and practices and the processes. So you may need to start thinking from new ways of working. And in the current trend, you have lot of things like artificial intelligence, your Gen AI, your agentic AI, your machine learning, lot of things, right? So these are all some of the things which we may need to know. If someone has the aspiration to get to the CXO level, at least you need to speak the language of these things, of course with proper understanding. Okay, and the relevance of the context matters here. By the way, basically I'm not telling people to use a jargons here. Okay, anything is a jargon if it is used without understanding the intent, purpose, meaning and the context of it. Nothing is a jargon if you are using the right term by understanding the context, the intent, the purpose, and also the true meaning of the word, right? So from that particular understanding, let me go ahead and then once again share this screen. Okay, now with that particular understanding, one need to have the basic knowledge on artificial intelligence, your cloud. See, for example, right, you are actually positioned at a VP level or at a SVP level, and your program managers and portfolio managers or your delivery manager comes to you and then gives you an estimation to actually get the financial budgeting. If you don't even know, okay, what is a cloud migration project, then how are you going to validate whatever someone gives you, right? So, in one of the LinkedIn articles, I have written a LinkedIn article wherein 15 different varieties of projects. Say, for example, ERP, CRM, SAP, Sable, cloud migration, okay, and a greenfield project, brownfield project. Like that, I have given 15 different varieties of flavors of the project, which is a current trend in the industry. So probably you can actually take a look into that particular video also. I will try to share that particular video link on the YouTube, no, the LinkedIn article when I'm trying to upload this particular video onto my YouTube channel. Okay, now again the third point, what I'm trying to say, your financial and the budgeting capabilities. You need to understand the PLN, right? Your profit and loss, right? And then you need to understand, okay, what is a return on investment in this particular context and how to measure it. See, I am trying to give only a very high level view, okay, high level view, okay, but I am very sure that only with your agile knowledge and capabilities, even if you are trying for next 5 years, 10 years, one cannot climb up the ladder and become the level of a CXO, okay, unless and until you are working in a very startup kind of a company where it's a one man show. Then there is a chance that probably only with your limited knowledge about agile project management and product management, there is a chance for you to become the CXO level of a organization. But if you're taking large scale organization and even in a mid-sized company, never ever, only with agile and digital transformation, only that particular know the technology and those things, one cannot climb up the corporate ladder, because the more we go higher the pyramid, it is all numbers. Numbers matter, okay. So maybe some people in the industry may not tell this out to you openly. They will talk about culture, organizational dynamics, change management. All these things are fine in the books. But when it comes to pragmatic approach, ultimately they are actually trying to do a business. Okay. So in terms of numbers, how are you going to do a cost benefit analysis? Okay. How are you going to justify whatever investments we are doing? So one is okay. So just to paraphrase this particular video till now, what are the things we have learned in this particular video is, number one, we actually discussed that one need to have the business acumen, one need to have that foresight of that particular strategic thinking. And the second thing what we actually discussed is, one also need to have the digital transformation capability, your tech stack knowledge, and your art, like a kind of a techno functional kind of a capability. Okay, by the way, when I say technical, I'm not talking about, one wanted to become an architect, but at least one need to know what is a Docker, what is a Kubernetes. Okay, what do you mean by containerization, what do you mean by virtualization? If you don't even know these particular terms, it will be very difficult to even have impactful conversations with the prospects. And if you are not able to convert your lead or a prospect into your client, then probably your own quarterly performance bonus or your annual performance bonus will be going for a toss. Because the more you climb in the corporate ladder, it is not about you alone individually delivering the value. You need to own the business unit, you need to own your particular delivery unit, and then tread them on the path of sustained success. Okay, so these are all the points which you need to keep in mind. Now, once again, let me continue sharing the screen and then I'll continue with the article. Now, The fourth thing is definitely you need to have that leadership capability, influencing the people, persuading the people, of course, for a right reason. Okay. And then your stakeholder engagement. It is not about managing them, it is about proactively engaging them. Know the ability to create a communication plan, who need to talk to whom for this particular complex IT transformation program. All these things matter. Okay. See, for a say for example, right, when you are having a conversation or a negotiation, if you are not even going to, if you are not having that ability to convince your own friend, or your own cousin brother, or your own family members for something, of course for a positive reason, then how are you going to convince your business sponsors and your venture capitalist who is going to pump in money into your programs, right? So that influencing, finding that shared goal, and then trying to have an impactful conversation is also very much important. Okay. See, certain things can be taught, certain things can be taught, but certain things need to be caught. Okay, CAUGHT. Certain things cannot be taught, you need to observe it. One need to observe it, and then get to know the context, and then get the feel from them. And whatever I am trying to say applies for me too. Okay. No one will come to me and then teach me, this way, this way, this way. I need to be no observe things, try to connect the dots, and then try to tread the path further. Okay. Then one more capability what I actually put is understanding the sales, understanding the customer experience in terms of, let's say, your CSAT score, your NPS value, your customer lifetime value. These are all some of the things. See, for example, no, just to paraphrase my understanding. See, in the case of an agile transformation, the moment we connect the agile outcomes to the business outcomes, believe me, business will come to you and then they will fund you. You no need to run behind the business asking for money for your transformation. Say for example, if you are taking agile outcomes like predictability, productivity, responsiveness, quality, flow efficiency, if you go to your CXO, if you go to your CTO, CIO and CEO, and then try to talk about predictability, productivity, responsiveness, quality, flow efficiency, they may not resonate with you, right? The way you need to talk to them is CSAT score, customer lifetime value, profit margin, EBITDA, compounded annual growth rate. The moment you speak their language, then they will resonate with you. So that is where you need to connect your agile outcomes to the business outcomes. No one from the leadership team is interested only in the agile outcome, everyone is interested in obtaining a business outcome, right? See, you think from your own perspective, right? Why are you reading, why are you doing a certification? Because you are thinking that by doing a certification, if I put this certification in my resume, probably you will get more interview calls, and you can monetize your additional capability what you learned from it, right? Same way here, it is not about number of certifications completed, how much of learnings you have got in the know the over the period of time. By the way, I'm not trying to look down upon the importance of certifications or any kind of a course, but unless and until these kind of capabilities have been built by a person, only with agile knowledge alone, it is very difficult to climb up the corporate ladder. That is my pragmatic experience till date. By the way, I'm not actually expecting people to resonate to all the points what I am saying. If you go and ask this particular topic to some other coach or a mentor, he or she may have a different perspective altogether. Okay. But from my experience, only with your agile capability, it is very difficult for one to climb up the corporate ladder. And whatever skills I thought as more relevant, I have shared in this particular LinkedIn article. You can go through the article and keep adding more flavors to it. Okay. So okay, now by the by, I have my own kind of a a kind of a mentorship program for actually people who actually wanted to climb up the corporate ladder, of course using agile as the primary capability. I have something like L1, L2, L3, agile for CXOs, agile for project managers and program managers, agile for product owners and product managers, agile for RTEs. So whichever level you are positioned in the career trajectory of agile, if you find value in this particular video, you can feel free to connect with me. Generally, I don't take ad hoc calls or random calls, just to stay focused from my end. So I will be sharing my WhatsApp number when I'm going to upload this particular video onto the YouTube channel. You can ping me on the WhatsApp number, fix a time with me, and then we can get into a discussion call, because only then I can also contribute better, no, rather than a random call to me. Okay, hope this video served some purpose in terms of adding a kind of a different color to your capability called a rainbow. Okay, so just if you want, just go through this particular video once again. Try to juxtapose this particular video with that particular LinkedIn article what I wrote. I will be sharing that particular link too. Take a pause, take a paper pen, do some thinking, do some visual thinking. Ask ask yourself, okay, why am I not improving in the career beyond this particular level? What other capabilities are missing in me? I think that particular self introspection or that particular retrospective is actually something which is very, very important. Having been said that, we are all from the agile community, and agile supports iterative, incremental, factoring the feedback loop, eliminating the waste. Okay, factoring the feedback loop, eliminating the waste, aligning to client centric business outcomes. I think those aspects are traits one need to imbibe as a part of the personal agility too. Okay, so hope to see you in some other video. Keep in touch, and bye. Bye.